Hey again. So a lot to cover. I'm gonna try and go fast because I don't want this video to be half an hour long. But there can be a lot, I guess. In the next couple of weeks, there will be a lot more since Big Brother's on 3 days a week and Survivor as well. Keep in mind, I will not be watching the live feeds, so my opinions and all that is based on the 3 episodes they play a week, none of the live stuff. So I'm just gonna start with Survivor. So who was voted out? Bryce. I was cheering for the Brains to lose again, just because for my pool I have a lot of them going out first, so I wanted them to keep losing. But now they're kind of the underdogs, and you want them to win, kinda. I don't know, but I like everyone pretty much on the Brains. I mean, on the Brawn and Beauty tribe, so I don't really want to see a whole lot of them go. So I was kind of scared that way too. Um, So it was interesting to see the Beauty Tribe lose. Because I know the first episode they said there was kind of 3 groups of 2, and then this episode they said the 4 of them pretty much stuck together when it was Bryce and Morgan that were kind of on the outs. Um, and I know they were thinking about turning on Jeremiah at one point. I'm really glad they didn't because I picked him to win. And he seems like a good person to be on the show. Um, I kind of wanted them to pick Morgan because I picked her to be voted out this episode or the last episode, so that would have been really good for the pool. And Morgan just doesn't seem to be really doing a whole lot, and Bryce is kind of irritating, so I'm glad that it was between those two, and overall I'm glad that they did choose Bryce. I think it'll be better for their group dynamics kind of thing. And with Sarah and I can't remember his name. The guy with the idol, Tony. With Sarah and Tony talking, and Tony finally admitting that he is a cop. I'm glad Sarah took it that well because the two of them could work out really well together. Sarah could have turned on him and like, you lied to me, so you're gone. But it'd be smart for them to keep each other together. I know Tony's thinking of backstabbing her at some point. I hope he doesn't because they're a good team. And I think it'd be really interesting to see them go really far and see what happens with them. So I really like them. It was a really good episode. I'm really glad about how it all went down. And yeah, I guess we'll see what happens next episode. Big Brother. So I felt better when they all entered the house and I saw their personalities and I saw them like talking and getting along. Well, yeah, they got along. Just talking to each other and seeing how they interacted. It seemed like a much better group. I'm not a big fan of the twist this season, putting 3 secret people into a room and Canada voting one of them in. I don't know. Maybe it'll work out really good. I hope they pick the right person. We'll see. But I don't know. We'll give it time. But in Nick grew on me. I picked her to go out really early. And when she entered the house, she seemed fun and entertaining and, yeah, a little crazy and out there and wacky. But she was a good character to be in the house instead of just like the same old boring, everyday kind of people. It's good to have someone like a Nick. Let's see. Adele kind of irritated me. He seems a little loud and obnoxious. Andrew is right in the middle. I thought I would have liked him a lot more than I do. But maybe he'll get better and he'll tone it down a little bit. I'm glad he won. I'm glad he stayed safe, and I'm glad that he vetoed himself and he's still in it because I want him to do well. Let's see. Arlie kind of irritates me. I want him out early. I hope the house realizes that he's going to be playing a really backstabbing, mean game, most likely. So I hope that they get rid of him early. Heather, nothing special. Ika, I really wanted them to vote her out. She really irritated me right from the bat. John seemed pretty cool. Kenny has a really good game ahead of him. Hopefully he plays it really smart, really well. Strong, social. Hopefully he does really well. I did pick him to win, so hopefully he follows through with that for me. Kyle actually seemed a little better than I thought he was going to be. But we haven't seen him interact with the ladies really at all, so maybe that'll change. There's another episode on tonight. I don't think I'll be able to watch it until tomorrow, but yeah. Netta, kind of boring. Paul, it was a smart move for him to do what he did to get HOH, but he kind of did put a target on his back, and depending on who wins HOH next, he could be up or gone. He might be playing too strong too fast. He could be a great player, but I think he's going way too fast for everybody else right now. Michelle's just kind of there. Sabrina, Sarah. There's not a whole lot of big personalities coming out yet, but obviously it's only been the first week. So that could easily change really fast. It's still hard to pick, like, if I were to redo my picks, some things that might not really change at all. It's hard to really pick a winner because you haven't seen real alliances form and people bond. Like, there has been some people here and there, but it seems good. I like the house. Seems a little bit too cramped for me. Like the kitchen area, it seems really cool, like the center circle and, you know, the stools all around it. I really like that idea, but the walls seem like too close to the kitchen. The dinner table's cool. The couch is kind of cool. I'm really upset that they don't. I like Big Brother US where they have 2 chairs or a special couch for the nominees. I don't like how Big Brother Canada, it's all on the same couch and they're not like separate. It might be my preference, but I just think that they should be on their own couch, the nominees, the people on the block. And I don't like the key card things in the board. I much prefer like the keys coming out of the thing and handing you your key. I don't really like the key cards around your neck and how it's just on like a board of faces, and I don't know, it's kind of weird. I understand Canada has to do something different, but I'm just not a big fan of it. And the veto necklace is gigantic. Again, I might just prefer the American one because I've seen it a lot more, but it's fine. And the challenge kind of seemed cheap to me. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want it to be. I want it to be an amazing show, and I love how they do a lot of twists and they pick really interesting people. The house is, I do like the house a lot, but the challenge, like, I don't know, it just seemed cheap, simple. Like they invested too much money in moving the house and redoing it and all that kind of stuff, and they took challenge funds away. Maybe. Let me know what you think, because I hope I'm not the only one. Like, use a wrench and pliers to cut open a fence and a wall, and that's the winner. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm really interested to see who wins HOH this week, because this could be a big one to really see who's going to team up with who are the big targets, and what's going to happen. So yeah, let me know what you think. Favorites, people you don't like. If you agree with my opinions, please do, because I like discussing different opinions and what other people think about the same stuff. And you know, I may not like someone for the same reason someone does like someone, and it's another reason why I love these reality shows, because you can discuss with people and everyone's opinions are different for different reasons. So I like to see where people stand, and yeah. So please let me know. So I got some discussion going, and we can talk about it, and yeah. Thanks all for watching, and see you next time.